So some kind of the new set have actually been put on the website now, so we can actually have a look at it properly and go through some of the deck I've been thinking about building with the new set. Now, of course, with this set, it's all going to be about the legendary beasts themselves, and they all have the same ability, where at the end of your every turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you just draw one card, which is great. Obviously, if you go turn one, you have it on the active spot, you start drawing cards straight away, which is great. And the fact that I use 2 energy for all of them as well is pretty good. Obviously, Enter is the only exception where you need an extra 2 to do 120 damage, which can be good with the amount of rampant you actually got in this game as well. It can be good. Now, I think personally out of the 3, Raikou will probably take the cake for me, just because it's a lightning type. You can pair it up with an Oricorio, Zeraora, what else? Tapu Koko. Like, the lightning type is just insane. You do so much damage so quickly, and the fact that the Oricorio is in the deck can just solo you, win you games single-handedly anyway with an Oricorio. So I think Raikou will just take the cake. The next one I probably think is going to be Suicune. Now, obviously, that does depend that if your opponent does have their bench full as well, they'll most likely just have 1 or 2. But if you have your full bench on your side, at least you can do 80 damage for 2 energy, which is not too bad. Now, obviously, like I said, Enter, you would need to have 4 energy on it to do 120 damage, which can be pretty painful. Obviously, if you have this in an active spot, you can't really ramp it too quickly. But I think we're just going to start off with the Raikou as a deck building. Probably will, like I said, probably be an Oricorio in there as well. That'd be pretty great. With the Suicune, I think I might pair it up with like a Primarina, maybe. I think that's probably the best water type at the moment. Unless obviously this is just, it still doesn't show every single card in the deck list. So the Primarina would be nice alongside as well, just because you can draw cards every single turn with the Suicune. Enter, I mean, you probably throw it into any sort of fire deck, I guess. Typhlosion could be good with it. Oh, imagine having a Charizard. Oh my god, that could be pretty painful. So you play with the Charizard, is draw every single turn. Yeah, that can be devastating. In Incineroar as well, I think that'd be pretty good there. Mentai, probably, like I said, put it on with the Suicune. You can wrap up all the water type decks now, which I think it might be worth it if I play like a Blastoise or something, right? Because you need like, what, 5 energy to do 140? Something like that. It'd do big damage if it does like have 2 extra water type in there. So the Mad type can be pretty good in that deck. I will apologize, but I think I'm coming down with colds and I've got a very bad cough. But yeah, I think I might actually give Blastoise a try when Mantike actually come out. That'd be pretty fun. Latias, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think these two will see much play. Like, we don't have a Psychic Ramper. I mean, this would do 40 damage as long as you got the Latios on your bench. But then to get 3 energy on this to do 120, it can be pretty rough. I mean, this ability is not really great. It's just 2 energy. You can just use Leaf and be pretty much the same thing, but at least it's save your Leaf, right? So I don't even know what you compare this up with. I mean, I don't even know. We do have a Psychic Rampant in the Gardevoir, but it's a stage 3. Like, you're not going to play a stage 3 on this. That could be pretty cool, though. I'm pretty sure someone will make a deck out of this. I just can't think about it at the moment. Now, this one card, I will most likely just throw it in every single deck that I can. Just to counter an Oricorio. So this is Miltank, and essentially what it does is that on the first attack, it would do 10 damage. On the second attack, it would do 30 more damage. And then the attack after that, it'll do another 30, and it does stack. So it'd be what, 10, 40, 70, 100. It's just going to be insane. It's going to counter Oricorio so quick as well. If you go in second and then go in first, that'd be pretty fun to see. It's got 110 health as well. That's pretty good. And it uses 1 energy, which is amazing as well. So I'm probably going to splash that into every single one of my deck. Like I said, just counter Oricorio. That'd be pretty fun. I'm not too sure though. Oh yeah, until this Pokemon leaves the active spot. So yeah, just going to use this to just tank every single hit first, do big damage, and then we'll go in with the cleanup afterwards. The Slowbro, or the Slow King even. So essentially what this is just a water type for a Silvally, but instead of being a support card, it'll be Pokemon tool instead. So it pretty much, you can discard up to 2 Pokemon tool, and then per Pokemon tool you discard it, you do 50 more damage, I think. Oh no, it's just 50 damage per one. So you can do 100 damage every single turn. Now, I'm not too sure if there will be... This kind of indicates that there will be a card to get your Pokemon tool back from your discard pile. Because I don't think that'd be worth it, because you can just play Slowbro, a whole bunch of tools, and then it's like 100 damage. It's not that great. The only reason why Silvally is so good, because you got the supporter card, which can be very handy alongside it. Discarding a Pokemon tool is not really that handy, so I don't know how this one will go. We'll definitely be testing this out. Now, this will probably pair up very well with the Traveling Merchant. So essentially, you can't really read this, but essentially what this does is that you can look the top 4 card of your deck and then pick as many tool out of them 4 card and put it in your hand, and then just shuffle the deck. I mean, like I said, that can be very good. They can pair very well, but to be discarding 2 to do 100 damage, I'm not too sure about that. We're not going to talk about Slugmare because I don't like this. Stunfisk, I think this is just pretty much like a deck filler. Like, these 3 are pretty much the deck fillers. I mean, this can be pretty fun, but if you go in second, you're not going to have damage on it yet. You're basically doing 0 damage, so I prefer probably have the other Fanby. Instead, it do 30 to 10 to itself. It's not too bad. Now, one card I'm definitely looking forward to actually build a deck for is this Zerorark. And I don't know how I missed this, but it got an ability, Elusive Trickery. I think that's how you say it. So essentially, it's saying that your opponent Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this Pokemon. From this Pokemon attack. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from an effect damage attack done to this Pokemon. So essentially, next turn it just won't take any damage, which is absolutely amazing. So you can just chip down, like I said, with the Milk Tang, and then essentially you just can't just retreat it, go into this Zerorark. I think that's 2 energy for 70 damage. It's not too bad. And of course, it's a darkness deck as well, so you can pair it up with like a Darkrai, for example, a Crobat as well. So you just go in, kill with this, and then next turn they'll just waste a turn anyways for attacking. And then of course Milotic will probably be into a lot of the water type decks now, just because once you evolve into this, it heal any one of your water Pokemon for 60. So it's a free Lily essentially. And then if you also have a Lily in your hand, that's 120 healing. And then if you're playing Premium Arena with 3 energy, it heals for another 20 anyways after you attack. So that's 140 healing. I think this card alone will probably make Premium Arena kind of more viable in the meta, just because it will just keep it into like onto the active spot for so long, which would be pretty great. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the cards that we actually got at the moment. Obviously, we will come back and revisit this once we get all the card in the set. I'm not too sure when we will get that. Hopefully around Monday, Tuesday sort of time. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's the legendary piece, legendary beast. The decks I'm kind of thinking of building once it's all released. But you guys let me know what kind of plan you kind of have with the legendary beast, with the cards that's going to be coming out. What sort of deck you're going to be building. Let me know down below as well. Give me some suggestions so I can give it a test myself as well. That'd be pretty fun. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Peace.